Okay, now let's read this. O'clock. Use o'clock for time to the hour. نستخدم o'clock للتعبير عن الوقت. For example, it is 3 o'clock. It is 3 o'clock. إنها الساعة الثالثة تماما. Okay, let's continue. Use at with o'clock to talk about a certain time. A certain time وقت معين أو وقت محدد. Okay, we use at to talk about a certain time. دائما يا خامس لما يكون في عندي وقت معين أو وقت محدد لازم أستخدم حرف الجر at قبله. For example, the store will open at 9 o'clock. The store المتجر. The store will open at 9 o'clock. Here we have a certain time. هون أنا في عندي وقت معين. وقت محدد. So I have to use the preposition at. مشان هيك أنا لازم أستخدم حرف الجر at. Okay? The store will open at 9 o'clock. Number 2. School starts at 8 o'clock. تبدأ المدرسة at 8 o'clock. Here we have a certain time. So I have to use the preposition at. I have to use at before the time. لازم أستخدم at قبل الوقت. Okay. Number 3. It closed at 10 o'clock. It closed at 10 o'clock. Okay. Let's meet at noon. Let's meet at noon. Here we have a certain time. دعنا نتقابل عند الظهيرة. So here we have a certain time. So I have to use at. Okay. Let's read this. The clock rang at midnight. The clock rang at midnight. Midnight means منتصف الليل. So it is a certain time. So I have to use at. The clock rang at midnight. رنت الساعة في منتصف الليل. Because I have a certain time, I have to use at. Okay, now I have some examples here. Look at these examples. I go to school blank 7 o'clock. I go to school. What will I write in this blank? I will write at. I go to school at 7 o'clock. At. Here we have a certain time, so I have to write at. I sleep at 8 o'clock. I sleep at 8 o'clock. I have a breakfast. أنا أتناول الفطور. I have a breakfast at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock is a certain time. So, what should I write? I should write the preposition at. I have breakfast at 10 o'clock. Okay, now move to question number 2. What are they saying? Here we have 3 clocks. Let's read the first one. Meet me at 7 o'clock tomorrow. Meet me at 7 o'clock tomorrow. كيف عرفت إنها 7 o'clock? I have to look at the long hand. And the long hand is on 12. العقرب الكبير عندي على 12. معناها هذا دليل إنه الساعة تماما حكينا. So I have to look at the short hand to know the time. فلازم أطلع على العقرب الصغير لحتى أعرف كم الساعة كم الوقت. And the shorthand is pointed to 7. So it is 7 o'clock. Meet me at 7 o'clock tomorrow. Number 2. Meet me at 5 o'clock tomorrow. قابلني على الساعة 5 غدا. Okay. Number 3. Meet me at 2 o'clock tomorrow. Okay, number 3. Question number 3. Let's read the question. Write about yourself. اكتب عن نفسك. Then fill in the clock. بعدين لا تنسوا ترسموا بالساعة. Okay, let's read the sentence number 1. I wake up every morning at, for example, 6 o'clock. I wake up every morning at 6 o'clock. بستيقظ على الساعة 6. So, here you have to draw the short hand and the short hand will be on 6. العقرب الصغير لازم يكون على 6. Okay. The second sentence is I go to school at 7 o'clock. Now we will draw the short hand and the short hand will be on 7. نرسم العقرب الصغير والعقرب الصغير رح يكون على 7. طبعا الخامس انتوا تقدروا تجاوبوا اي اشي بدكم اياه. Move to number 3. Let's read. I go to bed at, for example, at 9 o'clock. And you will draw the short hand on 9. وانتبهوا هون حطينا at قبل الوقت الموجود عندي. I go to bed at 9 o'clock. At. دام عندي وقت محدد لازم استخدم حرف الجر. حكينا at. I go to bed at 9 o'clock. I think that's enough for today. بكفي هذا لليوم. راجعوا اللي أخذناه ويعطيكم ألف عافية خامس.